The Mystery of Kaspar Hauser, the enigma of Europe's lost boy. It's a warm spring evening in 1828. The city of Nuremberg, Germany, is bustling as locals prepare for the evening markets. Suddenly, a boy appears in the town square, his movements awkward, his clothes ragged and filthy. He clutches a letter in one hand and stumbles toward a constable, collapsing before uttering a single coherent word. This boy is Kaspar Hauser. He claims to have been kept in isolation his entire life, barely aware of the world outside. But who is he really? A victim of unspeakable cruelty? A lost royal heir? Or something far more sinister, a master of deception with secrets of his own? Tonight, we unravel the truth, theories, and tragedy behind Europe's most mysterious foundling. Scene 2. The boy's arrival in Nuremberg. On May 26, 1828, a young boy, estimated to be about 16 years old, emerged in the bustling streets of Nuremberg. He appeared confused and disoriented, walking with an awkward gait and barely able to speak. The boy carried two peculiar items: a letter addressed to a local cavalry captain and another note claiming to be written by his previous caretaker. The second letter stated the boy had been raised in complete isolation and instructed to join the cavalry. It was signed with the initials MLO, but offered no further explanation. Kaspar's vocabulary was shockingly limited. He knew only a handful of words and repeated the phrase, "I want to be a cavalryman, as my father was." He seemed utterly unfamiliar with everyday objects, recoiling from fire and marveling at mirrors. But who was he? And how had he come to live in such a state? Scene 3. The boy's origins and early life claims. When questioned, Kaspar told an extraordinary story. He claimed to have spent most of his life in a small, dark room with only a straw bed to sleep on and a toy horse to play with. He was fed bread and water by a faceless figure who never revealed their identity. Kaspar explained that he had no knowledge of the outside world until shortly before his appearance in Nuremberg. He said he was taught how to walk and speak simple phrases before being sent on his way. But why would someone raise a child in total isolation? And why release him now under such bizarre circumstances? The story captured the public's imagination, with some viewing him as a pitiable victim and others questioning the veracity of his claims. Scene 4. Kaspar's integration into society. Despite his strange origins, Kaspar quickly became a sensation. He was taken in by Friedrich Daumer, a schoolteacher and philosopher who sought to educate and care for him. Under Daumer's guidance, Kaspar's progress was remarkable. He learned to read and write, developed an impressive memory, and displayed a sensitivity to light and sound that many described as almost supernatural. But with his newfound fame came new challenges. Some began to suspect Kaspar's story was too fantastical to be true. Could he be an imposter, crafting an elaborate lie for attention? Or was he a victim of forces beyond his control? Scene 5. Theories of his royal lineage. Amid the speculation, one theory rose above the rest. Kaspar Hauser was a lost prince. Some believed he was the rightful heir to the Grand Duchy of Baden, abducted as a child and replaced with an impostor to secure another family's claim to the throne. The evidence was circumstantial but compelling. Kaspar bore a striking resemblance to members of the Baden royal family, and his mysterious upbringing suggested a deliberate effort to hide his identity. If true, Kaspar's existence was a threat to powerful political interests. Scene 6. The first attack. In 1829, a year after his arrival, Kaspar was the target of a chilling attack. An unknown assailant broke into Daumer's home and struck Kaspar on the head, leaving him bleeding but alive. The incident only deepened the mystery. Was this an attempt to silence him, or a fabrication by Kaspar himself to keep his story alive? Authorities investigated but found no clear answers, leaving the case shrouded in uncertainty. Scene 7. A rising star or a fraud? As Kaspar's fame grew, so did the scrutiny of his story. Skeptics pointed to inconsistencies in his accounts and questioned the authenticity of his injuries. Some believed he was an opportunistic fraud, fabricating his tragic backstory for fame and fortune. Others maintained he was a pawn in a much larger game, caught in a web of political intrigue and betrayal. The truth, it seemed, was slipping further from reach. Scene 8. The tragic end. On December 14, 1833, Kaspar Hauser stumbled into a home in Ansbach, clutching his chest and gasping for air. He claimed he had been lured to a garden with promises of information about his origins, only to be stabbed by a shadowy figure. Kaspar succumbed to his injuries 3 days later. His death was ruled a murder, but the investigation yielded no suspects. A cryptic note was found in his possession, written in mirror writing, adding yet another layer of mystery to the case. Theories about his death abound. Some believe he was silenced to prevent the truth about his royal lineage from emerging. Others argue his injuries were self-inflicted in a desperate bid for attention. To this day, no one knows for certain. Scene 9. Legacy and modern investigations. The mystery of Kaspar Hauser has endured for nearly 2 centuries, inspiring books, films, and debates. In 2002, DNA tests were conducted on items believed to belong to Kaspar, comparing them to the Baden royal family. The results were inconclusive, leaving the question of his origins as perplexing as ever. Was he a lost prince, a tragic victim of circumstance, or a master manipulator? The answer may never be known, but Kaspar's story continues to captivate and confound. Scene 10. Conclusion. The tale of Kaspar Hauser is a story of mystery, tragedy, and the enduring human desire for answers. Was he a forgotten heir to a throne, a victim of political intrigue, or a young man caught in the currents of a world he barely understood? Here on Legends Unveiled, we explore the mysteries, myths, and untold stories that keep us questioning everything we know. What do you think happened to Kaspar Hauser? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another journey into the unknown, right here on Legends Unveiled.